end zone. Not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score. He's got a man complete. The 30, 20, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Huntley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Dillon again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. Powers through him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Dillon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Huntley. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Huntley. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw, Huntley. And he's got his man on the out route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, another run for Dillon. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. A give for Dillon running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Las Vegas, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.